从不计较，服务好的很荒谬，有你在重要，幸福的快炸掉，大声炫耀，要高峰，去前方，要高峰 ，TFBO。
Welcome back, everyone, to our third game for today on this wonderful Friday, the 2023 AsiaBasket International Tournament right here live in MABA, Kuala Lumpur. The game shortly about to begin at 6 p.m. sharp today between the BGC Builders and the KL Aseel team, who won in double overtime last night against a very, very talented collegiate team all the way from the Philippines. Ben Ibrahim and Meng reporting for you. Play-by-play Ben and analyst Meng. Meng, this is going to be another interesting game today. Will it have overtime?
Oh man, you know, it's really interesting. You know, I was watching. I wasn't here yesterday, but even away from the game, I was watching that KL Aseel game that took it into the first overtime game of the AsiaBasket tournament here in Malaysia.
Well, you know what? The KL Aseel team will be playing against a team, well, not really a team, but a group of some of the guys in the Builders team. They're very, very familiar playing here in Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur, because some of those guys are from the Zamboanga Valiantes team. They played in the ASEAN Basketball League. And you know what? Zamboanga Valiantes was a big hit right here in Malaysia with the fans, with the Filipino fans, and no Mario Chalmers this time, though.
Of course, you know, whenever you bring in an NBA player or an ex-NBA player, you're always going to get the cheers from the fans, not only local, but the local Filipinos here as well. But one player that I want to, you know, kind of bring up is Muhammad Cisse. Cisse played for the Zamboanga Valiantes team, and he's been absolutely, you know, he's been absolutely hot here as well. 25 points per game and 15 rebounds.
Well, let's now cross over to our master of ceremonies, who's going to announce the respective players and referees for this game. Over to our MC.
Let's meet our teams first. The BGC Builders. Number 0, Marvin Moraga. Number 2, Eric Rodriguez. Number 4, Santi Senyan. Number 6, J.R. Kawale. Number 8, Gino Humaras. Number 11, J.M. Gonzalez. Number 12, Ruby Huntley. Number 19, Patrick Camacho. Number 20, Christian Bunya. Number 24, Mark Tumigon. Number 25, Martin Grosso. And number 34, Tosh Suse. Their head coach is Sherman Santos. And now let's meet the team off. The KL Aseel. Number 2, Yakshin Hall. Number 6, Louis Sakana. Number 7, Tenzin Chen. Number 12, Keegan Robinson. Number 17, Joshua Tan. Number 18, Leo Gan. Number 23, Soka. Number 25, Lee Soo Ye. Number 28, Tanko Chakya. Number 38, Won Cho Lee. And number 77, Tanko Ringong. Their head coach is Chris Reyes. Our main official for the great crew chief is Nick Leisha. Umpire 1 is Bulin, and umpire 2 is Ken Ho.
This BSC Builders team may not have a Mario Chalmers, but they've got a Devin Booker lookalike. If you look at one of their players, he's a Devin Booker fan, and he literally almost looks like Devin Booker. Can he book it into the rim right there? That is Marvin Moraga, number 0. And let's call him Agent 0. So the KL Aseel team full of momentum at the moment after that very, very exhausting win last night, you know, against very, very talented Red Lions team. But Ming, Yesterday was the past, today is the present, and that's their opponent right there.
Exactly. At the beach, like you said yesterday, the KL Aseel team put them in the playoff, put themselves in the playoff hunt. Put themselves in the playoff hunt today.
So on that note, let's just take a bit of a breather and cross over to our courtside reporter, Shell, who's got one of the players with her. Over to you, Shell.
Hey, thank you very much, Ben and Meng. I am here with JM Gonzalez of the BGC Builders. JM, you have almost perfect attendance in all tournaments of PhilBasket, now AsiaBasket. What keeps you coming back?
Maganda kasi yung liga eh. By the way, congratulations Jay Reyes for the league. Maganda yung liga, talagang dito namin ma-improve pa namin yung sarili namin sa liga na to, sa PhilBasket, Asian Basketball League.
Well, JM shows so much admiration for AsiaBasket and gave special thanks to Sir Jai Reyes. Now, my next question for you is, how do you assess your team's performance in this tournament of AsiaBasket?
Okay naman. Yung dito, maganda yung banding namin. Sa performance namin sa nagtulungan kami, yung chemistry namin. Tulong-tulong kami sa bawat game namin.
JM speaks of the team chemistry through the games, and this is so much important for their team to grow their team chemistry with a growing history of playing together. Thank you so much, JM, and good luck on your game. Back to you, Ben and Meng.
Thank you very much to our Shell over there for that report. I mean, we've got to work on our Tagalog there, Meng.
Yeah, no, for sure. I didn't understand what he was saying until.
Well, basketball is basketball, and look at that lineup there by BGC Builders. A lot of experience, talent right there. 2 ABL champions in that team, Patrick Kabahug and also J.R. Kawaling.
And a really interesting point you bring up there, because the winning mentality is something that might not have translated so well into this BGC Builders team. They are 1-2 in this PhilBasket season. Only won against the third floor boys, but lost to a very impressive Sanbeda team as well as the MBC Kirin. This team led by head coach Sherwin Cantos.
That's right, a relatively new coach in the coaching scene in the Philippines, which is great. Great to see young blood happening, and that's, again, we've said this time and time again, that's what the AsiaBasket International Tournament is all about, really trying to grow players. And KL Aseel will be looking at this tournament as a growth period. Louis Sangalang hitting some big shots where it counted last night. And also Jalen Robinson, their superstar, with over 50 points last night. Oh. He was a machine that was unstoppable.
Exactly. Talking about unstoppable, Jalen Robinson had 55 points and 24 rebounds with 10 offensive rebounds there. All of those numbers I mentioned are all tournament records. We did check, the last record was 23 rebounds, but Chris Reyes, their head coach of the KL Aseel team, will be very happy and will be looking for a repeat performance from Mr. Robinson.
Well, that's right, and you know what? I mean, I'm very happy for Wee Yong Gan, but we'll talk more about him later. This man right here, he's no stranger to success. He just came off the Zamboanga Valientes team, Tosh Cisse, the man from CA Leon, big, powerful player who could really dominate it in the paint.
Yeah, and he's been performing, so much to how he is capable of playing here. Like I said earlier, 25 points per game, 15 rebounds, easy Cisse, sensational. I'm just running out of superlatives for him.
Well, this man right here, Jalen Robinson, he looked like he didn't crack a sweat last night. He was everywhere last night, hitting it from the outside, making free throw shots. I think he was 99% from the free throw line. Setting good screens, blocking shots. He was everything, and he's my nominee for MVP for this tournament, if there is such a thing.
Jalen Robinson, obviously a really good player. Played about 50 minutes. So we'll see if Chris Reyes, head coach Chris Reyes of KL Aseel, will put him on a minutes rotation a little bit tonight.
So that's Mark Gozum right there, Mark Doligon, Christian Bunang, and also Jaya Kawaling and Tosh Cisse at center. So no surprise right there for the BGC Builders. Good basketball pedigree, but again, I mean, haven't quite met the expectations of this tournament. But that's basketball tournament for you. Sungkaan, Wee Yonggan, Louis Sangalang, Gantek Hua, and Jalen Robinson, the starting five for the KL Aseel team. And, you know, it's good to see that Wee Yong Gun getting some confidence back because he is Mr. Inconsistent, in my opinion. Great guy, great player. But again, he's young, he's talented on and off the court. Well, let's see if he can play that point guard position with full effect today, Meng.
Yeah, no, definitely. And I do want to talk a little bit about the other Gun brother, the other gun on the KL Aseel.
They're full of guns, aren't they?
Exactly. Joshua Gun against.
Oh, he played well.
Yeah.
He hit some big shots last night.
Exactly. 13 points, 2 rebounds, and 3 assists. It's a pretty good stat line there for a power forward.
And Robinson, they're playing in red today, which is something different. We're so used to seeing Aseel in white. Long three. Wee Yong Gun with the miss. Tosh with the rebound right here. And long pass on the baseline off the fake. Posting up. Try to do a hook shot. Joshua brings it up. He's playing with more confidence. Gun out. Robinson goes for the 3. Miss. Tried to get the rebound, but Tosh is too big. Almost had it right there. So still scoreless at the moment. Over 40 seconds played in this game. What do you think, Meng? Could this go to an overtime? That's the question we've been asking. Me and Coach Mark have been asking ourselves ever since last night.
Yep, there might be an early injury on the court here. Song Ka-an coming off the floor, having to be replaced by Yap Chun Hong there. Might have sprained an ankle or something there, but we'll keep tabs on him as the game goes on.
That was early, my gosh. Not even a minute
1
played, but never mind, that's basketball for you. On the drive, goes to work for the 2, couldn't land it in. Robinson looking as fit as a fiddle. Here come the Aseel team. Handoff, Joshua. Robinson posting up, big man on big man. Oh, good defense right there by Tosh. And this will be interesting for Robinson tonight because he will have a big man on him today. Tosh, too strong, but couldn't put it away. Well, good rebound there by Robinson. Joshua out. He wants a screen right here. Goes for the triple.
Ooh.
Miss. And
late challenge there by Mr. Bunak. Caught Louis Sangalang on that, on the follow-through of his challenge. As you can see here on the replay, just a little bit of contact on his wrist there, and Louis Sangalang will get the first points of this game.
Louis Sangalang, we thought he won the game last night when he hit a 3-pointer, and then all of a sudden
Cortez came back with a 3 of his own.
Yeah, it was nuts. I mean, you were there with us, Meng, even though you weren't physically with us.
I was with you guys in spirit.
Well, you were with us on the live stream, so that's the most important thing. The live stream serves its purpose. A big shout out to Black Adam and Mario, our 2 fans at the moment who have clocked in on our live chat.
Yeah.
Leave us your comments, everybody. It is 3-0 in favor of the Aseel team. And as we get going, our courtside reporter Shell wants to share some injury news on Song Ka-an. Shell, what's going on?
Hey, Ben and Meng. Song Ka-an got his knee knocked, but he'll definitely be back on the game. But definitely, Jalen Robinson will still be the go-to guy for their team after scoring 55 in their last match that went double overtime yesterday. Jalen just went to sleep last night and went swimming this morning to relax his body. That is it. Back to you, Ben and Meng.
Thanks very much, Shell. Here comes Tosh, the big enforcer. 3-2, Patrick. He's a great money shooter, this man. On the kick, drive, Kawaling with the runner. Yes, J.R. Kawaling rolling back the years from the time he was an ABL champion with San Miguel.
Yeah, too easy right there for J.R. Kawaling, but the KL Aseel team looks to be, you know, a little bit slower, a step slower on the floor. Perhaps that 2 overtime game.
Robinson misses the shot. Tosh accelerating, running, sprinting, and scoring right there. He's such a big, powerful presence. You know, Robinson will have a challenge with him in front of him today. No disrespect, because nobody could stay with Robinson because of his son. And do you notice Robinson limping, Meng?
Yeah, no, I do see him grimacing and limping every time he comes up on the floor. So, yeah, I'm not sure if he's playing at 100% here. And it just looks, you know, a little bit sluggish here, Robinson.
Ooh, he's going off court, and Tan Wei Long has to come on court. I think his hamstrings are really, really tight. Keys to the game, Ming, for the BGC Builders.
Yeah, the bench production for the BGC Builders is a concern here, only scoring 11 points in that previous game, and an over-reliance on 1v1 attacking while staying true to the Philippine brand of basketball. You know, you have to win your one-on-ones, but perhaps, you know, needing a little bit of we in the play today.
Rebound by Josh. Down the middle, back to Josh, shoots for the triple. A rush shot right there, and Tosh getting another rebound. I think he's going to do that all night long. Here they come, the big Builders. And they score the basket right here. And timeout call by Coach Chris Reyes. He needs to put this team in check after that big win last night. Great start, BGC Builders. We're taking a break. We'll be back shortly. You might have seen it on screen, but you might have not heard it on screen. But it is Chris Reyes who was absolutely shouting at his players to wake up. So keys to the game for this one, Ming.
Yeah, Jalen Robinson's recovery. Obviously, we spoke about this earlier in the game, but he played 50 minutes, 5-0. That's 5-0 and not 1-5. And that's going to be tough on any player's body there. So the local support has definitely got to contribute today here as well. But Louis Sangalang
with the missed dunk, and here they come flying. Kawaling, bounce. Lost the handle, so he goes the other way. Chris Reyes saying he was shouting to his players earlier, wake up, and wake up. So,
exactly.
You know,
Sangalang trying to wake his team up as well with that. Almost made dunk there.
Absolutely. Sangalang, he's a bit of a quiet assassin, Sangalang. Way long back to Sangalang, fires. Bang! Louis Sangalang makes this a 2-point ball game.
A little bit of a slow release there on that jump shot by Louis Sangalang, but the defender just gave him too much space there, not for him to make it.
Kabahug with a spin. Patrick Kabahug will go to the charity stripe.
Foul will go on Wee Yong Gan. Foul will go on Joshua Gan there. And Patrick Kabahug does have a toothache coming into this game, but it seems like he's the one putting the pain on the KL Aseel team today.
That's right. Do you know who Patrick's teammate once upon a time was?
Who was that?
Setyasilan Kupusami.
Oh, wow.
And Guganaswaran Batumalai.
Man, that's big names here in the Malaysian basketball scene.
Absolutely. He was playing with an ASEAN Philippines import called Chris Pacana for the KL Dragons in season 2012. Flies to the rim and scores with the layup. Wee Yong Gun making long gun at the rim.
Yeah, exactly. BGC Builders not communicating well on defense. No help inside the paint. And Wee Yong Gan had an open lane to the basket.
Looking. Patrick. Still pump fake, fade away. Patrick, oh Patrick. Roll back the years. Malaysia was your home for quite a few years. And it's like you haven't left the building with your shooting prowess. Floats it, and Wee Yong Gun couldn't sink that floater right there. Here comes J.R. Kawaling. Rises up and finishes with a left-handed layup right there. And an excellent, excellent move by Mark Doligon.
That's a great move there, laying the ball up. But one thing that I've noticed, Ben, is that KL Aseel is severely outmatched in terms of size against the BGC Builders. With the, with Jalen Robinson checking out of the game, it does seem that they are struggling a little bit on that, and it's been showing with all the post scores that the BGC Builders has been having.
That's right. Well, off that Tan Wei Long bank shot, which makes this a 4-point ball game. The Builders relying on power and Aseel relying on getting some open looks. So very, very good close game here between the BGC Builders and KL Aseel. At the moment, the Builders have built this lead by 4 points. Patrick on the drive. He is known for his three-point shooting. They call him and Setyasilan Kupusami Money when they wanted to take a big shot when they played for the KL Dragons in season 2012 and season 2013 in the ASEAN Basketball League. And then Patrick went to join the Thailand team in season 2014 and he won an ABL championship with Chris Charles. Posting up right here, scooping it up, couldn't quite get it in. Here come Aseel on the run. Step back three, bang! Nicely, nicely done right there. Great, great shot by Yap Chun Hong.
Yeah, a little bit of a two-motion shot there by Yap Chun Hong, but he was left wide open in transition.
Kawaling off the fake. Shoots, and he will get 2 shots.
Yeah, Richard Kawaling, once again, the BGC Builders just using their size advantage there, taking it straight to the post every time they come down the floor. Look at that size, Manjit. Joshua Gan must be giving up 1 or 2 inches here.
Yeah, and Tan Go Jia Yang on court right now. Joshua off court with Wee Yong Gan. So they're going a little bit small here, the KL Aseel team, but they're looking for more mobility and speed.
Yes, and Ben, it does look like head coach Sherwin Cantos is trying to match big for big here. Every single time Jalen Robinson's on the floor, Tosh Sise gets something immediately.
Kawaling. He just played with the Zamboanga Valiantes team in the recently concluded ABL. So he's been around for quite some time. He's played for some pretty good teams back in the Philippines as well. Great to have him here with us. Shoots for the 3, miss. Patrick with a rebound. Gives the outlet pass to Kawaling. Kawaling, pull up. Miss. Tap. Robinson hangs on to it. He wants to set a bit of a screen, right? He wanted a screen, but no screen. Went for the shot.
And Jalen Robinson perhaps trying to avoid the banging and bumping early in this game against Tosh Sise.
Scoops it. Oh, the nice tip by Tosh Sise. And this Builders team still up by 5. Floats it, misses. Robinson misses. Patrick with the rebound. Outlet pass to his teammate. Great control there of the rock. Tosh, handoff. Working on his opponent. Tosh, spin, drives. Oh, great move there by Tosh. The turn and the burn right there. Burn his opponent at the rim. And he's such a powerful athlete.
Yeah, but showing a little bit of a finesse there with the spin move on that last trip as well.
Absolutely. Robinson, corner, passes it. Pull up, miss.
Tango Jiayang was opened up with a screen from a Jalen Robinson, but couldn't knock down that mid-range jumper. Not necessarily his range.
Tosh posting up. This is a size mismatch right here. Corner, fires, bang! Slow release, but it was a shot that went down the tin. Well done, Martin Gozum, the man from Pampanga.
And KL Aseel did force themselves into the playoff picture with that win over San Beda yesterday, but the BGC Builders are just embracing their role of playing spoilers here today.
Pull up three, bang! Another one for Gozum.
Man,
Absolutely hit the spot and booked it from downtown.
who expected this result today here? 26-13 in the first quarter.
Sanggalang flies, takes flight and scores with the layup right here. It's still a 9-point ball game. Gozum, can he get another three? On the drive, Kawaling goes to work. 2 shots for Ricardo Kawaling, or J.R. Kawaling.
Wow, a good foul there from Tan Wei Long, hacking the wrist of J.R. Kawaling there as he went to the rim. Almost got it clean. But J.R. Kawaling, a very crafty veteran.
He's been around for a very, very long time. He played in the college scene in the Philippines as well. And went to a very reputable UAAP university in the Philippines.
And looking at BGC Builders games so far in the AsiaBasket tournament, they don't have a problem scoring the basketball. It's the defense that has been a problem, but they're succeeding so far, only keeping KL Aseel to just 15 points. They scored an average of about 90 points per game. So KL Aseel has to be ready to be able to match that today.
Sanggalang couldn't put it away. Wee Young Gun with the rebound and beats the horn before the end of the first period. So it is 26-17 after the end of the first quarter. Don't go away, everyone. We're just taking a short breather, but when we come back, it's the start of the second period. We are back right here for the second period with me, Meng, myself, Ben Ibrahim, Meng and Shell, and our courtside reporter fueling with some reports coming in very, very shortly. But Meng, your thoughts of the game so far as they take the three? Missed shot right there.
Now, I do think that this kind of result is a little bit sort of expected with KL Aseel having to play a double OT game yesterday. But I think we should see them get into this game a little bit more as the game progresses.
Patrick Kabahuk, once upon a time a Malaysian. He calls himself, oh, what a splashdown right there by the Devin Booker lookalike. And he just booked it in right there. What a shot by Marvin Moraga.
Exactly, Moraga hitting that from deep.
Wee Yong Gun, well, good layup there by Wee Yong Gun. Poor interior defense by the BGC Builders. Kabahog playing a bit of a point guard position. He did that when he played with his high-tech Bangkok City team in 2014 with the likes of Piapong Pirun. Puts it up and not quite. Sanggalang. Good pass to Wee Yong Gun, or up and in. Couldn't put it in. And Mr. Devin Booker lookalike. And foot on the line. Shell, what's going on?
And the BGC Builders are leading right now, and that's consistent with their goal of giving Aseel a good game tonight. Although worried about the opponent's import and the team's agility, they still want to end on a high note in this tournament as they are still wishing to join in the next AsiaBasket. Meanwhile, Aseel is just focusing on their offense, executing their plays, and avoiding forced shots. Back to you, Ben and Meng.
Joshua with the missed three-point shot. Thanks, Shell. Here they come. Goes Zoom with the bounce pass. Gives it away right there. It's a 10-point ball game. Rises up and takes flight and finishes at the rim right there. And they press it and get it back. This is good stuff by Aseel. Way long. Corner. Fires. Miss. Bit of an anticlimax right there, but Go Zoom. Can he go zoom it in right there? And this man right here, number 12, Kareem Huntley, the man originally from Toronto, shoots for the triple, miss, rebound. Wee Yong Gun. Wee Yong Gun tried to dish it to Tan Wei Long, not so successful. Pull up three. Looks like they're just rushing shots at the moment. Long range three-point bombs at the moment, Meng.
Yeah, like I said, you know, the BGC Builders aren't afraid of throwing up breaks. You know, they're free-flowing on the offensive end of the floor, but Louis Sanggalang,
who gets the bucket and the bang, Louis Sanggalang.
What a great take by the left-handed Filipino there. The BGC Builders have been giving him that left-hand drive all game long, and he's been taking advantage of it. BGC Builders definitely need to build a wall on Sanggalang's left side.
Louis Sanggalang, the man from Bataan, which is a very, very big, a popular basketball province in the Philippines. Converts the three-point play. He's really, really come into this game, Louis Sanggalang, with 11 points in this game.
And without Jalen Robinson on the floor, look for him to step it up.
Well, they're going to step up themselves right here, the Builders. Joshua posting up right here, out. Good open look, put back by Tan Wei Long. Very, very instinctive there by Wei Long. And just like that, it's a three-point ball game as a timeout call by the BGC Builders because they are only leading by 3. We take a break on this timeout. 6:38 in this second period. It's been a very, very entertaining game. At the end of the first period, the Builders led 26 points to 17, but a great comeback right here by the Aseel team. But right now, the Builders have put on some of their best players back on court, including Tosh Sisei-Meng.
And, there's no one on the floor for KL Aseel that can handle the physicality of Tosh Sisei at the moment.
Yeah, he's too big, he's too strong, but they've got to weather the storm. Tosh Sisei, strong, puts it up and in. Too strong, he's too strong, he's too big and too strong.
He's about 200 pounds of pure muscle right there.
He looks like a boxer, seriously.
It looks like a Sierra Leonean god,
And Wee Yong Gun is getting to the rim way, way too easily. So even though their offense is quite potent, the Builders, their interior defense quite poor. Wee Yong Gun, no disrespect, not the hardest guy to defend. He's a very small-sized player. Kawaling with a missed three-point shot. Joshua, got to get it over half court. Wei Long jogs it up. Tan Wei Long goes for the triple. We'll try to bank it in.
Yeah, Joshua just stepping one step inside the three-point line. His three-point shots has not been going for him, so perhaps trying to get some rhythm under his feet.
And Gozum from way outside. Great screen. Kawaling. Posting up here. Out. Oh, giveaway. Wee Yong Gun bounces it to Sangalang. Take flight. Oh, another missed dunk by Louis Sangalang. Something in his palm right there.
Man.
Put some super glue on it.
Yeah, there was two missed dunks from Mike Zuzu yesterday night. And this time Louis Sangalang comes up empty with 2 attempts.
Looking, posting up right here, out. Can't let him shoot. He rushes that one, tries to get it back.
Yep, not great spacing on that last play. You had the number 4 Sandy Sanao as well as the Tosh Sisei trying to post up in that same area there. Not surprising that it led to a shot clock violation. And, KL Aseel willing or very happy to trade punches with BGC Builders so far.
That's right. And just a moment.
Louis Sangalang leading the way for KL Aseel so far. 11 points is the game top scorer.
Yeah, that's surprising that it's only 11 points. It feels like a lot more. Wee Yong Gun for the triple. Bang! That's the Wee Yong Gun we know. Wee Yong Gun making long gun from the outside.
Oh yeah, and the open layups to the rim must have helped his finger feel as well. Getting him hot for that three-pointer right there.
Gotta play defense if you're Aseel, but this Builders team looking pretty impressive with their physicality and strength and power. And now Tosh Sisei on the bench, so I think they're going to use him sporadically. Maybe fitness or injury.
No, it's not just Tosh Sisei. They have, that can post up the smaller players. Kawaling does a good job of doing so, earning Wee Yong Gun his second foul on that last trip as well.
On the drive, trying to find a way through. The miss, and then it bounced and the in, and then it gets in. Good job there by Martin Gozum.
Yeah.
He's now got 8 points, and it feels like a lot more. Sangalang for the 3. Ooh, he's fouled on the 3-point line. Reach and foul. Sangalang, do not dunk. Sangalang, do shoot.
Sangalang getting fouled on his second three-pointer of the game. So 6 trips to the line. From easy fouls from jumpers, and that's the first thing they teach in defensive school. Never foul a jump shooter.
Absolutely. And not so effective right there. Sangalang hit the shot. (33-33). It's all tied up.
Aseel applying that high press.
Oh yes, they have to. That's their strength. That's the teachings of Coach Iki Lip right there with that press. Oh, stolen right here by Wee Yong Gun. Races to the rim and puts it in and one. He gets the hoop and the harm. Wee Yong Gun.
And a sloppy foul from Mark. Go, 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 Zoom. Which,
Were you trying to say go, go, gadget, zoom right there?
Exactly. Go, go. Yeah, I'm glad you got that reference there. Not a lot of people will get that one. But Mark Gozum with a sloppy foul on the transition there, as you can see, reaching in that last second, hoping to dislodge that ball. But Wee Yong Gan will earn himself an extra trip at the line.
So Wee Yong Gun, the biology student or microbiology student. Oh, stolen. He's playing like a man possessed. Tan Wei Long with the basket. Excellent scoring run right here because of some careless moves by the Builders. So a 5-point lead. They're going to get it over half court. They're pressing hard right now. Chris Reyes. Moraga calling for the horn set. What needs a double screen. Lost the handle. Wei Long slow with that one. Tan Wei Long pass. Sanglalang rises up and lays it in.
I thought he was going to posterize his defender there, but perhaps 2 missed dunks is enough in one game.
This is exciting stuff. What is happening to the Builders? For a bunch of Builders, they can't hang on to the brick or the ball. Kawaling fires. Well, that's way off target.
That is way off target, but once again, another foul on a 3-point shooter here. That's the third of the game from both teams. As Kawaling will go to the line now. But you mentioned Wee Yong Gan, student of microbiology, and you know, he's definitely making big plays on the court.
Yeah, definitely. He's a super smart guy. I mean, really nice guy as well. Very friendly, respectful guy. I say that all the time about him because that's how you want your children to be.
Yep, 3 free throws it is. Joshua Gan thought it was 2. And one more free throw here for Richard Kawaling.
J.R. Kawaling, he's quite effective from the stripe. I mean, he's got so much experience behind him. And Wee Yong Gan having a game.
And you know, a surprise surprise substitute for the KL Aseel team, Kwan Joey.
Yes, the Joey, man. I'm so happy for him. He hardly plays any minutes during the local season. He's more of a role player, but I think with Aseel having Robinson in a bit of injury trouble, they need his size. So he's got to just do the simple stuff and try to protect the rim. Sends it for a 3. Bang! Great shot right there by John Gonzalez.
Yeah, and he tried his best there, Kwan Joey, trying to communicate well with his teammates there.
Out. Joshua for the 3-point attempt. Oh, nothing but net from the outside, from 3-ball land. Joshua. Coach Iki Lip would be very proud.
Yeah, he would be. Joshua Gan hitting his first shot of the game right there. 3-pointer, his trademark.
And 1:35 to go. This game has sailed. Meng?
Yeah,
really
and
way long. They've got the defense of the Builders team is collapsing. Patrick Kabahug getting very frustrated, and he's been very quiet today by his usual standards, but you know, he's not quite a spring chicken anymore.
No, definitely not. If you said he played with Sacha Seelan Kupusami as well as Guganes Warren, still playing here.
Misses, gets the ball back. Oh, Tan Wei Long, here you go. Wee Yong Gan, fly, Mr. Longan. Oh, he does that from time to time. That's a charity for Wee Yong Gan. Lost the handle, but can Wee Yong Gan recover right here? Take 2 for the 2.
Yeah, you can't miss a layup twice in a row. No way.
You can't. No, you can't. 47-38, a 9-point lead. The Builders collapsing a little bit right here. They've got to put their bricks in order. Kabahug Double team right there. This is a good press. They're struggling with this Aseel press, Ming.
Yeah, definitely, and we, Aseel were the better team on paper coming into this game, but the BGC Builders had them beat in terms of fitness as well as the desire in that first quarter. And right now, KL Aseel is showing everyone out there that they want to make it into the playoffs.
And Chris Reyes has not stopped barking since the start of this game when the Aseel team have been down by quite a bit, but still early days yet. Working, probing. Good pass. Rises up and too easy as he gets to the rim with ease. Tosh Cisse right there. Oh, Joshua could not hang on to it. 18.3 seconds left. And the BGC Builders with a chance to get some more production before halftime.
Yeah, Wee Yong Gan tried to thread the needle on over to Joshua Gan there. Good idea, but just a little bit too much mustard on that pass.
Not enough English, as they say. So here comes the Zoom Man. I'm going to give him that nickname. Toshman, Zoom Man. And Devin Booker lookalike. We have the better Devin Booker. Fire! Oh, foul! Was he fouling the three-point line? He was! 3 bites of the cherry. Can he book it in right here on the perimeter? Wee Yong Gan.
Well, Moraga just kind of flailing around as he went up for
he sold
it.
He sold it. Definitely did sell it.
So taking a page out of Devin Booker's book, like you said.
That is Marvin Moraga. Went to St. Xavier University in Chicago in the Windy City. But he's originally from Bulacan, my favorite place in the Philippines.
Okay, so he went to university in Chicago, but somehow fell in love with Devin Booker, who plays at Phoenix. So a really weird one right there.
Well, he looks like Devin Booker, and his favorite player is Devin Booker.
Exactly.
So there you have it.
Just very, very similar playing styles they do.
Yeah, he also went to a university in the Philippines called STI. So, well, he doesn't shoot like Devin Booker. So, you know what? That's basketball for you. So, halftime score right here. KL Aseel lead over the BGC Builders 47-40. We're just going to take a 10-minute break. Enjoy the highlights. But when we come back later, Meng and I will talk about the stats of the first half, and then we will commentate on the second half. We'll see you shortly.
见了，开心的快疯了。你从不计较，服务好的很荒谬，有你在重要，幸福的快炸掉。大声炫耀，要高峰，去前方，要高峰。TFBO。开心的快疯了，你从不计较，服务好的很荒谬，有你在重要，幸福的快炸掉。大声炫耀，要高峰，去前方，要高峰。TFBO。
Welcome back, everybody, and these are the stats right here as the KL Aseel team have a 7-point lead over the BGC Builders. A strong second quarter, outscoring the Builders 30 points to 14. And Meng, the stats tell a little bit of a story.
Yeah, it does. BGC Builders with the 11 turnovers, most of them in that second quarter there, which led to the run by KL Aseel to get back that lead, you know. And points from turnovers for KL Aseel, having 17 points to BGC's just 3 points off turnovers. So,
but they were very, I mean, the one thing that the stats don't show, the reason why the Builders have 11 turnovers is because of that press that Aseel brought out. And that press has been there for a couple of years, that what Coach Iki Lim has built over the years. And that press was really, really very effective in that second period, and that's why they outscored their opponent by 16 points.
Yeah, for sure. And Byung Gan was a big part of that pressing, you know, trying to inspire, trying to rouse his teammates to, you know, wake up. And, you know, we still can do this. We still can get into that playoff spot. And, you know, he has come up with 16 big points for KL Aseel. On the other side, the BGC Builders, Tosh Cisse has been leading the way. He is a plus 17 when he's on the floor. 10 points and 8 rebounds. He's been doing everything right. But they just need to see him more on the floor.
Well, you know what? I'm going to ask Shell to investigate about that one. I mean, Shell, later she's going to go down and have a chat, because Shell is going to go down and have a chat to the BGC Builders to find out what's going on with Tosh Cisse, number 34. Why isn't he playing more? Why isn't he playing more minutes? You know, is he carrying an injury? Is there something that we don't know? Because he's such a great, powerful, impactful athlete. it's a shame that we're not seeing him more on court, right, Meng?
Of course, and obviously Louis Sangalang as well. You know, he's had a good game so far. Has 15 points and 5 rebounds at the moment, as well as 4 assists. But he also had 2 missed dunks. So, you know, he could have been at
Couldn't get
at
the
a higher
connection.
point total at the moment.
Well, he's better at 3-point shots than slamming it down. So, you know what? Stick to your strengths. But we are moments away from just getting this game done. The stats, well, stats don't tell you everything. They tell you something, and it has definitely told us something about this game thus far. Full credit, though, to the Aseel team for really, really weathering the storm and, you know, showing each other a lot of love as we have the kiss cam on camera right now. And you know, it's going to be really, really good to see how this game unfolds in the second half. I just want to give a big shout out to all our viewers who have really left a lot of wonderful comments on the live stream today. We've got Mario, Black Adam, Akmal as usual, TCJ, Blitz, Gundam, Jemison, Mabanan, Matthew Ren, Mario, Think Before You Type, who's always a regular on all our games in Malaysia, William Alandre Reyes, and yes, those are the comments, and Chan Ujin, ball don't lie, that's what you just said, and the ball doesn't lie, and those are two famous, that family right there, they are dancing the night away almost in every game. Great semangat spirit that they have showed as fans, which is really, really good to see. So is anybody going to show some affection on the live stream? Don't forget, please follow us on our AsiaBasket International social media platforms on Instagram, on YouTube, on TikTok, on Facebook. We are here and we are very, very present. Tell us your favorite moment of the games.
That's an interesting one right here. 47-40 is the score at the moment, and the players look ready to continue the game on the floor.
Just something to share with our audience, Meng. Jalen Robinson just walked past the commentator's box. I just asked him and said, Jalen, I shouted at him and said, Jalen, are you playing? He shook his head and said, no, he's not. But that three is good. Tan Wei Long is playing like a man possessed.
That's a great shot there by Tan Wei Long coming out of the halftime break. Looks like they kept themselves warm.
The Bahuk, the champion. Handoff, Moraga. And Moraga, there's a screen. Tosh set the good screen right there. Way, way off. They're taking bad shots at the moment. Tango couldn't get there, and Tosh right here. Look at him. He looks like Usain Bolt coming down the court and asking for a horn set right here. Needs the double screen. Good screen right there. Why Rodriguez on the drive, kick, fires, miss, tap, Tosh trying to stop him. Foul right there. It's hard to stop a man like that.
No, definitely not. Once he has his hand on the ball, it's gonna be tough to stop him there, as Joshua Gunn will get called for the foul, his third of the game. So both guns of KL Aseel on 3 fouls at the moment.
Bring out the guns. Way outside. The zoom man right there. Tosh posting up, mismatch, spin hook, couldn't hit. Good rebound, Tan Wei Long as he slows it down right here. Josh Gunn, can he bring out the rifle and shoot again from the outside? Launches it, miss. Tosh with the rebound. What can he set up right here? Meng.
Louis Sangalang really has that slowed wind up into the jump shot there. So if someone's defending him closely, it's hard for him to get off a shot.
Right, Kabahuk on the drive. He needs to go for a turnaround, fade away. Patrick with the miss, Tosh with the rebound. Posting up, ooh, offense, is that an offensive foul? And Shell, what's going on with the gossip on the floor, my dear?
Hey Ben and Meng, people might have wondered why they did not see more of Tosh Sese in the first half. Coach Sherwin Canto said he has a hyperextended hip from his fall in their game yesterday. But we see him back on the court right now. On Aseel's side, Jalen Robinson is experiencing some foot pain, but the Aseel coaches are saying next man up. So the local players are stepping up their game, and Aseel is leading by 10 points as of the moment. Back to you, Ben and Meng.
Thanks very much, Shell. So, yeah, I mean, confirmed that Robinson will not play in the rest of the game. Meng.
Yeah, and Ben, you know that overextended hip for Mohamed Cisse does not get any better when Louis Sanglang pulled the chair on him on that last possession.
That's right. Josh, out. Louis Sangalang, high arcing three, tap. And here he comes with an injury, but he extends himself to the rim like a superhero with arms that can extend. Reach and foul, 2 shots. And let's see what he can do from the charity stripe.
Yeah, and the absence of Jalen Robinson absolutely hurts the KL Aseel team now that they don't have an interior presence to affect the game on the offensive or the defensive side of the game. Doesn't have a natural rim protector there, especially against a team like the BGC Builders, who loves the post game a little bit too much.
Yep, that's right. So their first point of this quarter, 50%. Josh Gunn controlling it well. Handoff. Floats it. Oh, banks it in very, very nicely right there. The man with 4 names, Tango Jiayang, aka Jiayang, JY, scores that and gives that the KL Aseel team a little bit of a lift in confidence that they can keep motoring this home. Tosh rises up and scores. Sangalang smiles and says, how do we stop a truck?
No, his teammates have got to help him from behind there now that Louis Sangalang is trying to front Josh Cisse on that post up there.
Rises up and shoots. Oh, what went up for it. Oh, got the rebound. Good stuff right there by Sung. Handoff. Jiayang. Sangalang. Handoff. Slip. Oh, lost the handle right there. Turnover. Here they come on the run from Toronto. Miss. Joshua Gunn. The man from Toronto that I just called is Kareem Huntley. Joshua Gunn, screen by Sangalang, out. Jabbing, screen, oh, pick and roll action. Sangalang just rose up and was stopped in his tracks.
Yeah, Mohamed Cisse or Tosh Cisse there got a nice pocket pass from his teammate, but Tosh Cisse with the rejection there, stopping him at the rim. Zenos has checked on the floor now.
Inbound, shoots for the triple, miss. Kawaling with the easy rebound as they're jogging it up here. Fitness might be a bit of a question mark for this BGC Builders team. The Zoom man, that's the name I'm calling him. Kawaling, the man who went to Far Eastern University in the Philippines. A good university. Stolen right there. Tan Wei Long down the middle. Can he beat everybody to the rim? Good pass. Left hand. No. Wei Long. Wei Long needs to kick, but he goes for the 2. Can't get it in. He should have kicked it out.
Bozum slowing things down here, but he threw that into traffic on that last play before Cisse had established his position.
Zoom man, screened by Sandy Senyal.
And good aggressive defense by KL Aseel, not allowing the BGC Builders to receive the ball comfortably in the low post.
Gozum, substitution right here, and we are going to see Christian Bunyag coming on court. Very long, lanky player. Sangalang knows him quite well. Sangalang giving him a bit of trash talk.
Just a little bit of a coming together between Kabahug, as well as Tango Jiayang. Will be a double foul on both of them.
Yeah, well, referees had enough. Go zoom. Hand off. The zoom man. Can he zoom it in? Kabahog shoots for two. Miss. Tap. Here they come. Sanggalang on the run. Sanggalang. Sanggalang! Yes! Louis Sanggalang with the layup to give Aseel 2 more points.
Yeah, that was a great layup in transition there. Faked right, going left.
Spin, zoom man, can he get it up there? Struggling right here. Can Aseel take advantage? Bounce, Joshua, kick, fires. Miss. Easy rebound for Kawaling. Stolen again. Here they come. Rise up and finish at the 10. A timeout needs to be called. The bleeding is strong. And it's getting very, very messy right here for the Builders, Meng.
Yeah, it's not just dripping, it's flowing at the moment. The BGC Builders, great call for a timeout there as they got a little bit more sloppy as the game went on.
Just taking a breather right here as we watch the highlights. We're back after this timeout. Minutes and 23 seconds left in this period. Even though the Aseel team are up by 13 off this great run, the Builders have got the tools to come back and put the bricks together and really, really go on a run. Smart team right here, but they're just not executing well at the moment, Meng.
Yeah, they're not exactly keeping the ball, well, taking care of the ball in this second and third quarters after they've done so well in that first.
Well, the speed of this Aseel team is quick, but they get a steal right there through one of their players there, Moraga. Moraga right there, surveying, driving, Moraga. Oh, good move right there. Lobbed it to Bunyag, shall I say? My mistake. Wee Yong Gan, bounce pass. Wide open. Sanggalang hits the tin. Gets his own miss. Pump fake up and too easy right there as he split that defense, Meng.
Yeah, Louis Sanggalang with that slow wind-up three-pointer. Reminds me a little bit of Kyle Anderson's three. But he got his own offensive rebound, and when he's down in the post, he's not that slow going for the shot.
Well, their interior defense has just really collapsed right here. Kawaling, Kabahog, Patrick with the pump fake fade away, miss again by Patrick. He's had a very, very frustrating day. And they're just moving it so quickly. Ball movement very quick and relatively effective for Aseel. They've limited their turnovers compared to previous games. Wee Yong Gan, screen there by Joshua. Joshua asking for it. Yong Gan for the long three, miss. Yong Gan, oh, looked like a travel. Yep, that is.
Great call by referee Nicole there to call the travel on Wee Yong Gan despite him being surrounded, as we can see right here. Kick out pass by Tan Wei Long was perfect. Established his pivot foot, moved it a little bit there on the pickup. And the traveling call will cause them a turnover.
And Auntie Josephine watching this game. Auntie Josephine is the mother of Shell, our courtside reporter.
Okay.
So, hello, Auntie.
Hello.
Kumusta? Looking for Kawaling, sends it, misses. Kawaling not so effective, but they're pretty good on second chance at the moment there.
Yeah,
Meng. So,
no doubt.
I mean, they've got the size.
Exactly. The size always helps on the offensive glass there, and when you've got better positioning as well, like Bunyang did on that last possession, sealing off his defender there to get the offensive board.
Wee Young Gun to the rim again. Can't get it. He's so inconsistent with his layups.
Yeah, no, he must be feeling the effects of yesterday's 2 OT game here.
No, but in general, I mean, I do agree with you, but in general, he is inconsistent. So that's one thing that he has to really implement in his game. Kawaling from up top. Air ball. And that will be Aseel. Possession.
Oof, not a great shot there by Richard Kawarling, but BGC Builders just desperately needs to find that spacing or the floor spacer, and that hasn't happened as of yet in this game.
Aseel with the timeout. So 1 minute and 31 seconds to go. Ming, I'm going to be interested to find out how much gas this Aseel team will have in the tank after a big night last night. And they've pressed so hard in the second half. It's led to a lot of buckets for them. Could have been more if a few guys finished at the rim properly.
Exactly, and you know, down the stretch as well.
Knocks it down as I say that. Sorry to interrupt, brother. What a great shot. I'm really happy for Joshua Gunn.
Yeah, Joshua Gunn has improved so much as a shooter over the last few months, last few years. And he's, becoming one of the top shooters in Malaysia right now from range.
Well, hopefully he can continue that streak and give the older guys a run for their money in the national team.
He was the runner-up of the Major Basketball League three-point contest.
Well, that's a contest, no disrespect, I mean, you want to see game time action because there's no three-point contest at the SEA Games.
Yeah, that's true. But it just shows how consistent his jump shot is, when he can be the second place shooter at a three-point contest.
Sanggalang off the fake. Sanggalang penetrating. Foul on the floor. I thought referee Nicole might have given an offensive foul at one point.
Yeah, not sure about that one as we'll take a look at the replay here. Just looked like Sanggalang drove into a wall right there.
Yeah, not legal guarding position right there. Didn't put his hands up, so there's no case.
Definitely a foul from Frederick Rodriguez now that I have a look at the replay.
Frederick Rodriguez, a graduate of Latran University.
Ooh, famous university.
Very famous university. Josh miss. Good rebound right there. There's the height. Trying to step in for the steal. Gonzalez to zoom man. Zoom man. Posting up. Mismatch right here. He's got to take advantage. High screen to get the separation. Good show hard there by Aseel. Swing. Launches it. Couldn't book it in. Here comes Sanggalang. Will he go coast to coast? He tries. Not quite. Just a bit too much stretch on that one. He probably needed help. 61-47. Can the Builders get a basket before the end of this third period? Smacked in the face to Wee Young Gun.
Ooh, and BGC Builders thought they could hang on for that final possession of the game, but it does seem that KL Aseel will have this one with 9.4 left on the clock.
Wouldn't be surprised if they went for a shooter. So will it be Wee Young Gun or Joshua? Joshua to inbound to Wee Young Gun. Joshua, I think, will get in the corner and try to spot up there and fire. Fires it high. Bang! Lee Yong-gun from three-ball land. Exactly like the coach ordered.
Yeah,
Bang.
Wee Yong-gun just trying to put this game to bed early in this third quarter. He doesn't want it to come down to overtime again. Definitely not after that 2 OT game yesterday.
So time for a breather. We'll be back in the next 100 seconds for the fourth quarter. Some great shooting in the third quarter by the Aseel team. They lead 64-47. Seventh outscoring the Builders 17 points to 7 in the third period. You're with me, Ben Ibrahim, Meng, and Shell, our courtside reporter. The big man on court as he kicks. Oh, lost focus right there and out of bounds, and that will be Aseel ball.
That's a great hustle there by Sanao, but not paying attention as his teammate tossed him the ball there.
Sandy Senyal, who's chasing that loose ball. Just took his eye off the ball, literally. Joshua Gunn, been shooting extremely well. Here comes corner, out, wide open for the three. Miss. Not enough English on that one.
No, Yap Junhong still developing his range from three-point land. Hit one earlier in the game. But not good on that attempt.
Here comes Tosh, the big man. Oh, he's almost triple team. Oh, good try. Oh, good rejection by Sanggalang. Here they come in transition. Yap, pass. Young gun for the bank shot. That's how you do transition that will lead to a bucket.
Yeah, and great unselfishness from the KL Aseel players as well. Giving up that shot for even more open shot there.
And the assistant coach of the Aseel team is Coach Cesar, who is an assistant coach under Coach Ariel Van Guardia before Justino Peanut in the KL Dragons in season 2013. When the Dragons made the semifinals, Patrick Kabahog was in that team. He was injured for quite a bit of that season. Mark Anthony, a Filipino-American, was in that team as well for a very, very short period, as well as Sammy Monroe.
Yeah. And just now on that last play there, Marvin Moraga, my bad. Marvin Moraga with the and one, getting that continuation foul as he drove to the rim.
And he's not so effective from the charity stripe, and a lot of missed opportunities and baskets there for the Builders. They're down by 17. They got a motor. There's still a lot of time left, so that's okay. Look at this, the speed of the Aseel team, but they're rushing. Oh, stolen But they get it back right there. Got to get it over half court. Oh, good disruption right there. Wei Long thought about the step back. They're looking a little bit calamitous here, the Aseel team, but Hustle needs to kick. Josh fires. Bang! How many times have I said that today? Joshua Gunn, you are the master of the pump action, hitting your targets today.
Yeah.
And on that note, Shell, what's going on? Auntie Josephine is listening.
Hey, Ben and Meng, what has to change now that the BGC Builders are behind Aseel? Coach Sherwin Cantos said it's all about executing a more aggressive defense to slow down Aseel's import Luis Anggalang and their Malaysian local player Wee Yong Gan. In the huddle, Aseel coach Chris Reyes told the team, "If we miss, contain your mouth. Let's contest later." Back to you, Ben and Meng.
That's great eavesdropping and analysis right there, Shell. Auntie Josephine would be very proud. And she's left some fine comments, as well as everybody like Think Before You Type, Designer_Drews, Dion Yan, Pao, Mario. Thank you so much for your comments. You know, you're all regulars here on our show for all our local Malaysia games, and this is an international tournament. Sanggalang off the fake, Sanggalang in the lane. Sanggalang gets fouled in the process, and it's all sort of falling to bits here. Reach and foul, 2 shots.
I do believe the foul will go on Mark Gonzalez there, or JM Gonzalez.
Yeah, he just reached in and accidentally slapped Sanggalang as he was going up, and Sanggalang puts this away. Luis Sanggalang, the man from Bataan, 6'4", a Latran product. This Latran University has pretty much a feeder system, as well as to many great basketball clubs in the Philippines, as well as Ateneo, De La Salle, you know, the Bulldogs, Adamson, University of Santo Tomas.
Yep.
Good block right there by Tan Wei Long. Tan Wei Long has really, seriously, I'm really proud of him, because, you know, I've commentated on him for a very long time, since he was with the Dragons, since he joined a multitude of local Malaysian teams.
Yeah.
And I've never seen him play with this much aggression, finesse, and, you know, just wanting it tonight. Really proud of Tan Wei Long. Wee Yong Gan, screen set by Sanggalang. Wee Yong Gan around, couldn't finish right there. Tosh couldn't hang on to it. You know, I really think, for what I see, Meng, not trying to insult these Builders guys, because they're really good people, but their fitness levels are really down at the moment. But as I say that, the Zoom man puts it through and through the net right there for the big 3 points. That's Martin Gozum. Wei Long off the fake. Out. Sanggalang sets and shoots. Miss. Wei Long kicks. Wee Yong Gan from the baseline. Push shot. Miss. And Sanggalang just sticks it in right there. Not boxing out. Careless rebounding by the Builders.
Yeah, the BGC Builders just fighting among themselves for the rebounds there.
Wee Yong Gan with the steal and cashes it in with the layup.
Yet another sloppy play here, as a timeout is called by the BGC Builders. They really need to find a way to refocus in this one.
Absolutely. And here we go. Big shout out to Daniel Chia, who's just asked me how I am. Any fried rice tonight? I don't think so, Daniel. I'm fasting at the moment. And Patrick Kabahog, Kabahog, he's going to go for some fried rice tonight. He loves Malaysian food. He just lived up the road from MABA Stadium when he was playing with the KL team some 10 years back. And Tan Wei Long. So yeah, Daniel, I'm fasting at the moment. Buka puasa in 10 minutes. Rises to the rim and scores right there. No defense by the BGC Builders.
And as someone who already is feasting on the lack of defense here by the BGC Builders, Joshua Gunn with 13 points so far in the game.
It feels like more. He feels like he's got 23 points. How much does Wee Yong Gun have?
Wee Yong Gun is the leading, he's tied with the leading scorer of the game, who is also on the KL Aseel team. Both of them have 23 points, Louis Sangalang as well as Wee Yong Gun.
I hope for his confidence, I hope Wee Yong Gun gets the player of the game.
Well, I mean, he's sitting on the bench right now, getting iced a little bit, so it does seem that Coach Chris Reyes just wants him to take a bit of rest before coming back on later to end the game.
Yeah, but don't forget, he had a bit of a wrist injury last night as well, so he had to get some rest time. So they're going to weather the storm a little bit. 5 minutes and 2 seconds left. I'm not discounting the Builders just yet. They were outscored by Aseel 17-7. That's because in the third period, that's because of the KL Aseel press. So
they came out of that that halftime break really, really well. You know, it seems that Coach Chris Reyes has instilled some intensity in themselves.
Right, that's true.
And
Sherwin Cantos, really the coach of the Builders team. You know, his head's a bit down at the moment. He's up against a very much a fitter team.
Yep.
And he's also up against, Chris Reyes and Coach Cesar. Coach Cesar is he's a well-respected coach in the Philippines.
And the new player on the floor for KL Aseel, Lee Ju Jack, if I'm not wrong, should be the name. He is wearing the number 37 jersey at the moment. And there is a little bit of a technical, error here as Coach Chris Reyes goes to the table officials to double confirm.
So let's see what happens right here while the game goes. And I must give credit to the referees. Again, in this game, they've let it flow, man. They've let it flow. Not too many stop starts.
No.
So well done. That's what we want to see. Good, entertaining basketball. The press is right there. The fitness levels are absolutely great for the Aseel team today. We have to give them credit. What happened? I think before you type, I think they were just checking a name on the team sheet. Was it correct? And then did the number match the name? That happens sometimes in games. And, the rule is that if it's wrong and, if both teams are okay to correct it, then they move on. Most of the time, both teams will just say, let's play on. We have no issue with it. Maybe there was a typo or mistake. Very rarely do you see someone kicking up a fuss.
No, definitely not. And Lee Ju Yek, not a name I've heard yet in the Malaysian basketball scene, but he is getting his first playing time in this AsiaBasket International Tournament here.
Sandy Senyao playing defense. Sandy Senyao went to RTU, Rizal Tech University. He studied an education degree. And they need to upskill themselves quite a bit after this tournament. Fitness and conditioning will be on top of that list. Fires of the step back. Yes! Nicely done there by Martin Gozum, the man from Pampanga and the man who went to GRU University.
Gozum has 11 points now in this game.
So right now, 77-57. So 79-57, 3:50 to go. A timeout called.
I want to say give it to Wee Yong Gun because you don't just see him perform like that every day.
3 minutes and 50 seconds to go. What do you think, Meng? Can the BGC Builders mount the comeback of all comebacks?
Oh man, it's gonna be a tough one here. 22-point lead for KL Aseel at the moment, and just under 4 minutes left. It's gonna be a bit tough.
And you know what? Sandy Sanya looks injured on court at the moment. Oh, turnover again. Here they come to the rack and scores. Rack attack and one. And that man right there, he has also had a very, very good game. Jiayang, Tango Jiayang, number 28 for Aseel, who scored 6 points today, but it feels like a lot more.
No, he does get a little bit of a love tap from Sandy Senyal on the transition layup. Oh, thought he would be heading to the line there, but the foul is waved off.
The foul is waved off. The referees changed their mind. Oh, well, that happens in this part of the world. Posting up right here. And attempted hook shot. No good right there. And by Frederick Rodriguez, who's 41 years old. Can you believe that?
Man, 41?
Such a young man.
Nah, he doesn't look like he's 41. Definitely does not look like he's 41.
Well, it still looks pretty fit and looks after himself. He's another Letran and graduate, and also from Bataan. Nice guy. Really, really nice guy. And at the line right here, Sung.
And,
I remember Sung from his 3x3 playing days for the Malaysian national team at the under-18 team.
Yeah. I heard he developed first as a power forward, and then, since he didn't get a growth spurt and stayed the size.
Guess who his teammate was on that 3x3 team? That came third in 2017.
Tan Wei Long.
Heng Yi Tong.
Oh.
Drives to the cup and scores. Heng Yi Tong playing for the Malaysian national team at the moment. Heng Yi Tong was the player of that tournament in Cyberjaya in the Jemian Mall. Tango Jiayang. Jiayang working on Sandy Sanyal. Thanks to Sportsclick. And 2 minutes and 38 seconds to go.
A foul right there by Marvin Moraga. As Tango Jiayang will
Well, he banks it in. Smart move. He must be a physics graduate.
tries to get to double digits for Tango Jiayang.
Yeah, that will lift his confidence. And look, this performance tonight by the local guys from the Aseel team, Meng, it will give them huge confidence that they can beat internationals. If you beat a team from the Philippines, if you're Malaysian, that's going to give you some confidence.
Yeah, definitely will.
Because, for the longest time, and still is, the Philippines is the standard that Malaysia is trying to emulate at all levels: school, grassroots, national team, club. Song out, launches it, miss. Rebound by the Zoom man, Go Zoom.
Does feel like the BGC Builders are just going to see out this game
here. I think so. I think they're done. Let's put our construction tools away and really just make them. I'm surprised that I'm surprised that Coach Sherwin is not using his other players who hasn't played much, but
Well, I mean, if this was a close game, they would perhaps give it a run for their money, but going down 1 and 2 and having such a big lead, it's tough for them to make the playoffs already. So perhaps just trying to give his players some time to enjoy, some games to enjoy in this last one here.
Offensive foul committed by John Gonzalez. Yeah, this game is pretty much done, Ming. I think they can go, maybe at best, the Builders can go on a bit of a 10-0 run, but with the way Aseel is moving the ball so well with speed and dexterity, I highly doubt it. Floater gets it to go with the bounce and the roll and in.
And the rookie gets his first points here.
Well, he's smiling from ear to ear. That's going to lift his confidence.
Exactly, Lee Zhu getting his first points of the tournament.
Skip pass, sets. No, good defense there. No chance given. Corner, fires. Bang! Nicely done by the young man, Rodriguez.
Not quite a bang moment right there. 87-59 is still the score.
Drive. Sung with the layup and finishes by gliding to the cup with no problem. Momantai, as we say in Malaysia, which is Cantonese for no problem. Or you can say sap sap sui.
No more problem for the KL Aseel here. As the ball gets turned over again, an unforced error this time. As Aseel leads by 30 now.
There is a point of no return for the Builders, but you know what? They're not at their ultimate fitness levels.
No, Ben.
They gave it a crack. They gave it a crack, man. They gave it a crack.
But it's tough to believe that the BGC Builders actually let this KL
Hey, there's your
Aseel
favorite boy getting a score, getting a bucket.
Yeah, but Ben, it's just tough to believe that this BGC Builders team actually have a 26-17 point lead in that first quarter against the KL Aseel team, as Aseel will look to hold out the ball here.
So that's the end of this one, everybody. They are already shaking hands and already fist pumping each other. We've got one more game after this. It is going to be, oh look, he wants to get a basket. He wants to drive to the cup and score right there. That's funny stuff. John Gonzalez, some would say a bit unsportsmanlike, but you know what? You're up, you won the game. You wanted to make the scoreboard a 30-point scoreboard. So that must have been his thinking. But the final score right here, KL Aseel take this one 91-63. A 28-point victory for the KL Aseel team, who played Meng extremely well without their star player, Robinson.
Yeah, and you got to give it to the BGC Builders as well. You know, they played a good game, gave the KL Aseel a little bit of a scare, perhaps humbled them a little bit, allowed Coach Chris Reyes to drill some intensity into his boys. But KL Aseel, the story of the game, they march on, you know, keeping their the playoff qualifications alive with this win here.
And as we can see the players, you know, just really going to the bench. They're really, really happy after a tough victory last night over the Senbeda team. And, you know, we're going to go over to Shell, our courtside reporter, who is going to be with Louis Sanggalang. And Louis Sanggalang will be talking to Shell very, very shortly. But look at the highlights right here.
Yeah.
They were just running the floor. And they were just bossing and to a certain point bullying the boys in white.
Sorry, Ben. Louis Sanggalang played really well today. You know, provided that interior presence in the absence of Jalen Robinson, something that the Aseel boys needed.
Well, Louis Sanggalang with 23 points. Over to you, Shell, with the interview with Mr.
Hey, Ben and
Sanggalang.
Meng, I'm here with the player of the game, Louis Sanggalang. Louis, you finished that game strong, but how difficult was it without Jalen Robinson?
This game is a must-win for us, so we can have momentum going to our next game. So this is very important.
Well, yeah, tomorrow also is a must-win for Aseel because that will help you get to the playoffs. What's the plan tonight to prepare for that?
We need to be consistent on our defense and more aggressive on our offense, on our rebounds, and that's it. Should stick to the game plan and be consistent on defense.
Okay, Louis, before I let you run, please greet your fans and supporters.
First off, I want to thank God for this opportunity, and shout out to my mom and my family in the Philippines, my friends. Chill out.
Thank you very much, Louis, and congratulations. Back to you, Ben and Meng.
Thank you very much, the Shell, and chill out, says Louis Sanggalang. And, you know, the players passing us right now as we're fist pumping them. You can't see it at the moment. But, you know, a really, really big victory right here for the Aseel team. Meng, your final thoughts before we call it a game, before our final game between the Harimau Malaysia team and the CSB Blazers tip off at 8 p.m.
Well done to the KL Aseel team. You know, they matched their expectations of what was expected to them, and this is going to be a headache for the organizers of the tournament, because it does seem like there will be a three-way tie for first and second place in the AsiaBasket International Tournament here with this KL Aseel win over BGC Builders. But like Louis Sangalang said and Shell Gambao said, you know, the job's not done yet. They still have one more game to play tomorrow.
Absolutely. Every game counts. Every game is a final. But the next game is going to be a great game between the Harimau Malaysia team and also the young boys of the CSB Blazers. That should be a cracker. That's the schedule, everybody. As you can see right here for this remaining Friday. 4 games today. We will have 2 games tomorrow. And then on Sunday, we will have 2 games. Monday is a day off. And then Tuesday is the bronze medal game and also the gold medal game as well. But from me, Ben Ibrahim, and Meng, and also our courtside reporter, Shell, thank you, and we'll see you at 8 p.m.